Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel for race 2 here at the Dragon Trail Seaside circuit. We've got a 25-minute race again. Slight difference with tyres. We have a mandatory pit stop to be made, so the guys will have to use mediums and hard tyres. So a little bit of strategy going on with this one. So yeah, we've got a reverse grid going for this one as well. So we'll just have a quick check through who's starting where, and we'll get this second race underway. So starting at the front on the pole then, we've got Phaser. Position 2 on the grid, we have Farrick with Silly Shot behind him in third. Fourth position, we've got Tiddy Milk. Behind him in fifth, we have Tidders. And then Brian Moncani in sixth with our race winner from race 1, Paul, on in position 7. Again, a depleted field. A few of the guys couldn't make the race today, so yeah, we'll make the best of what we've got, and see where this race takes us. Okay, so then we will get it ready to go. And we're away. So Phaser then leading us all down the hill into the first corner. Everything looks okay. Everybody looks to have got through there okay at the moment. Paul's already made up a position into 6th. So we're back down to 7th. We've got Phaser leading the pack now as we come along to the first time through the wall. Blimey, I think someone hit the wall there. Through the wall of death chicane. Yeah, that is a stinker when all the cars are together. So yeah, Phaser doing well at the moment, keeping his lead. Just go through the tyres that these guys are on. Well, Phaser started on the medium tyres, with Silly Shot also on the mediums. Tidders, same. Tiddy Milk on racing softs. I thought this was a medium and a hard race. I could be wrong. Yeah, Paul on softs as well. We have Brian Moncani on mediums and Farrick on softs. So sorry guys, I did get my information wrong. It looks like softs and mediums for this race. So yeah, so back to the front then, and Phaser still holding position. In fact, he's got a couple of tenths lead there, isn't he? So nice and composed, Phaser. Try and keep it on the track in this race, Phaser. We'll have a good one. And then oh dear me, Tiddy Milk's gone off. Let's have a look at that. Something went on there, I think. Let's just jump back a bit and jump on board with him. So he's behind Tidders, coming into this left. Silly Shot there as well. Right on Tidders' bumper. So he's coming out, following Tidders up the hill. Thinking the road to the right. He comes down into this left. Oh dear, I'm not quite sure what happened there. I just think he was a bit close to Tidders and had to just get out of it in case he was going to hit Tidders from behind. So yeah, I think that was all that happened there. Okay, back up to the front, and Phaser's just been overtaken by Tidders. Phaser does have the inside line. Tidders going around the outside. And we've also got Silly Shot there. He's gone round Phaser as well. So Phaser now dropped back to 3rd. Paul's jumped into his slipstream just behind him. Paul's into 5th position now. With Brian Moncani in 4th. Phaser, as I say, dropped back to 3rd. So this looks like it's going to hot up and be quite a closely contested race, this one. Let's have a look at Tidders. Tidders then taking an early lead on lap 2. With Silly Shot just behind him, the 2nd position. And then we've got Phaser still in 3rd position at the moment. A little unfortunate there to lose a couple of spots. But just needs to keep on it and stay with these leading 2. And try and maintain that podium position. Oh dear, dear, dear. Phaser's gone out wide, hit the grass. Oh, and inevitably it was going to cause him a spin. So sorry Phaser, I'll go back and have a look at that again. So it comes down the left-hander into the right-hander. Yeah, I think he's just a little bit quick going through the corner there, and just got onto the grass. Those dirty tyres then, he's trying to accelerate on dirty tyres, and it's pushed him across the grass on the other side of the track. So a bit of a nightmare scenario there for Fazer. Just needs to get his head down now and get back on it. Give it a few corners for those tyres to clean off, and then he'll be back up to full speed then. So Farrick then in 6th. He's dropped off the pack a little bit, but only by a second or two, so he can still catch that gap up. Then we've got Brian Moncani in 5th, sitting just behind Tiddy Milk there. Brian had a great race won, didn't he? It looked like he was going to actually take the win for a while. He managed to build up a nice lead. Unfortunately, he hit that wall in the wall of death chicane, and that's what cost him. So I'm sure he'll be trying his absolute best not to make that same mistake again in this race. As it stands right now, behind me, I'm sure that Tiddy Milk clouted the barrier then. Brian Moncani is all over him like a rash, or like a cheap suit, as they say. Yeah, he definitely wants that second position. Tiddy Milk looks a little squirrely. I think he's doing his best to try and defend from Brian Moncani. Brian's not he's not dropping off the back there, he's staying right with him. So this could be a close one. Let's fall back to Farrick and see how he's doing. Yeah, staying holding firm in 4th place there. So Fazer is now back up to 5th. So I'm thinking there must have been an issue with Tidders. Let's go back and have a look. I need to have a look at that. I'm pretty sure Tidders was leading. Oh, he's been in the pits. So yeah, didn't see that come up on the screen. So I said Silly Shot and Tidders, both on the fresh rubber now, on the softs. Both of them on the soft. So hopefully these tyres will get them to the end. Don't think it's that high tyre wear circuit, this one, but we'll see. Tidder's running a little bit wide there. Silly Shot's got alongside him, and he's just edged him out for the position. So Tidders is going to fight that one back. Silly Shot's got it done. Tidders tuck in behind now and look for a bit of a slipstream where he can. Silly Shot keeping it nice and tight on the apexes, so Tidders has got nowhere to go really. But these two are on a bit of string, they're so close together. They're just taking a wide line, trying to get the undercut there. Got a good exit, got the inside line. I think he's going to get it done. Oh, it's going to be close. This is a great battle. Into this right-hander where everyone seems to lose control. Both of them through nice and safely there. Silly Shot's definitely got that position. And then move up there to Farrick, and Fazer's just gone past Farrick. Farrick's having none of it. It's back down the inside, a little bit of contact there. Fazer's going around the outside. Who's going to get the run? Fazer's managed to steal 4th position at the moment, and I think Farrick will probably tuck in, yeah, for the nasty chicane coming up. Yeah, Fazer's a bit of a mission this race by the look of it. He's not taking any prisoners, so they say. Driving a nice, steady but aggressive race, Fazer. Good stuff, good to see. Just go there. Back up to the top, so we've got Brian Moncani then in 3rd, chasing down Tiddy Milk. We've got half a second behind him, and then Paul out in the front again. Won the first race, didn't he? Drove a really good race, and now look at the gap he's got. Assuming he's got a pit. Lap 4, we're on softs. I don't know whether I saw him come into the pits or whether I've missed that. But yeah, he's got himself quite a lead there now, Paul. Not really got any challenges behind him at all at the minute. So he can drive nice and collected, take his time, pick his apexes. Doesn't have to take any big risks at the moment. We'll see how Tiddy Milk, if he makes any impact on that lead that Paul's got at the moment. Let's go back then and have a look, see how FaZe is getting on. He's still holding third position at the moment, doing really well. He's got Silly Shot for company right behind him, and then Farrick is right behind him, followed by Tidders. Coming down into the tight chicane. Slight scrub of the wall there for Tidders. No harm done. And we've got Brian Moncani there now in 7th. Brian's pitted as well. Finish the race on the softs. Back up to the front and Paul. Driving really well in these 2 races, Paul. Seems to be a bit untouchable, to be honest. Certainly got the hang of that little Renault, that's for sure. And this reverse track. Never easy learning a reverse track when you're used to attacking it from one direction. It becomes a completely different track when you've got to learn it in reverse. So hats off to these guys for doing a great job. Tiddy Milk then in 2nd. A few seconds behind Paul. Absolutely nothing behind him. So again, no pressure from behind. Silly Shot in 3rd. FaZe has dipped into the pits now as well. So, he'll probably join in 7th, I should imagine, which I think is where he was before the pit stop started. So, by my reckoning, he'll probably come out again in 7th. Silly Shot then, chasing down Tiddy Milk, quite a way behind him at the minute. And we have Tidders in 4th. And we have Farrick behind him. Tidders pulling away from Farrick now. Obviously Tidders has done his pit stop as well. So he's on these tyres to the end. Farrick, position 5. With Brian Moncani closing in on behind him. I think Brian's going to want that position off him as soon as he can get it. And there we are, this phaser. Come out in 7th position. Got the new boots on, so it's put to the floor now, to the end for him. See if he can make any positions up. And he was driving like a man possessed, wouldn't he, for the first couple of laps. Looking really confident out there. So let's hope he can carry that through the race and hopefully get back in touch with the other cars. At the moment he's a good few seconds behind at the minute. So we'll see what sort of progress FaZe can make for these remaining 7 or 8 laps. Silly Shot at the fastest lap at the moment with a 140.1. Quite comparable with the first race, I think. Back up to the top then on Paul through the chicane. Braking hard now into this hairpin going up the hill. Where's Tiddy Milk? Okay, there he is. He's a little way behind Paul at the moment. Silly Shot in 3rd. Again, the cars have all seemed to have spaced out quite a lot. But there's not really many battles going on track at the minute. These guys just need to make sure that they keep their laps as quick as they can be and as tidy as they can be. Try and make up any positions that are available. Tidders in 4th. 5 or 6 seconds behind Silly Shot. You've got Brian Moncani after Tidders. This is probably going to be one of the closest battles on track at the moment, although there's a good couple of seconds in it. Brian Moncani seems to be on a bit of a charge. So can he track Tidders down and get on his back bumper? It looks like he's given it his best shot. Farah keeping an eye on these two as well. And then Fazer. Still hard at it. Come on, Fazer. Foot down. Tiddy Milk has caught Paul. Has Paul had an issue? Oh no. Let's have a look at that. I'm on board. Got a great lead as well, Paul. Oh no, it's straight into the wall. That is all that Tiddy Milk needed. He's got the momentum, he's got the overspeed on Paul, and he's literally straight past him. So Paul then, he'll be straight after Tiddy Milk, trying to make up for that little error there. But that's probably cost him 5 or 6 seconds, because I think Tiddy Milk was a good few seconds behind before Paul actually crashed into the wall there. So this will be a battle right to the end, I'm sure. Both on the racing soft tyres at the moment. I think Paul is actually closing on Tiddy Milk now. Already you can see that. He's going to be right on his back bumper in a couple of corners. Just keep a little eye on this battle for a minute. Nice and easy through there, boys. Yeah. Paul is sizing Tiddy Milk up, I think, for a move. Possibly Tiddy Milk's gone a little bit defensive there. He knows Paul's all over him. So Tiddy Milk stays defensive on the left side. Paul's got to go around the outside. A little bit of contact there. I don't think any harm done though. No change. Paul's going to be a little bit wary coming through the chicane on this occasion, I'm sure. Yeah, both through there cleanly, just a little rub on the barrier, no harm done. Look, Paul's pulled out. Is he looking for an overtake here? He's right on the back of Tiddy Milk, looking for an inside overtake. Got the power down, a bit squirrely. I think he's going to get it done. He's tucked back in behind Tiddy Milk. Tiddy Milk doing his best not to get flustered by and unnerved by this pressure. Just absolutely relentless at the moment. Pulls a bit on the grass there. Doesn't want to do that and lose the back end. That would be an absolute disaster for him. Oh dear me, no. Oh, Tiddy Milk is in his haste to stay ahead. Unfortunately, he's spun it. Let's have another look. I'm on board. So he knows he's got Paul right on his tail. Coming down into this left-hander. Oh, it's that curve again. Few choice words in that helmet at the moment. I bet he's not happy with that. Yeah, me. So again, Paul thinking it's his birthday. Another nice gift there. So he's got a nice comfortable lead now over Silly Shot. And Silly Shot's gone onto the grass. All these guys are trying so hard. They just don't seem to be able to keep it on the track at the moment. So Silly Shot then, he's lost the position to Tiddy. And we've got Tidders in fourth. Probably see all this carnage happening ahead of him. You'll certainly see it on the position tower, that's for sure. And Brian Moncani then right behind Tidders. with Farrick still sat in 6th position, and then Taser in 7th position there, still hard at it. Well, let's see if we can see how big this gap is now that Paul has on lap 10. Not too many laps left, so yeah, I think Paul needs to just control it now. Keep it on the black stuff, as they say, and you should be okay. It's commentator's curse. Again, I'm not saying anything. I don't want to jinx these guys' races. So, Tiddy Milk then, and he's now got Silly Shot catching him up. Tiddy Milk getting a little bit back-endy there, coming out of that one. And he knows Silly Shot's behind him. Silly Shot is no slouch either. So he knows he's got a quick lad behind him after that position. Just needs to drive his own race, keep it nice and clean. So Tidder's then in 4th. You can see 3rd and 2nd just up ahead of him. Looking to chase down a podium position again. I think we got the 3rd position, so podium in race 1 for Tidders. Be hoping to do the double and get another podium. Not too far behind Silly Shot now, only a couple of seconds. And then we've got Brian in 5th. Seems to have dropped off the back of Tidders a bit. Through the chicane. Nice and tidy. Well, these boys are sliding these cars around these bends. Good control, in fairness. Good control by all of them. And then Farrick in 6th. Fraser just coming through the chicane now. Not too far behind. Back up to the top, see where Paul is. See, not a car in sight behind him, so I think we're looking at, I don't know, 5-10 seconds gap. Well, as I say, just doesn't need to do anything hasty now. Just needs to drive a nice, steady last few laps. Oh, he's dipping into the pits. What's he going to do? Is he going to put on the mediums? Have a little look. He's back out then. Yeah, he's put on the mediums for the last stint. Put it back into 4th position coming out of the pits. So yeah, strategy's beginning to play a part in this race. And we have Brian Moncani still there in 5th. And Fraser in 6th, while Farrick's in the pits. I think we just saw Farrick in the background there, just exiting pit lane. So he'll be chasing Fraser down with his new rubber on. Oh, but he's picked up a 3-second penalty. He's obviously straddled the pit lane line, coming in or going out. A 3 seconds penalty is a killer. So unfortunately for him, he'll have to serve that penalty now next time he comes round. It's going to drop him even further back, unfortunately. So Silly Shot is our new leader, with Tidders behind him. Tidders has picked up a track limits penalty as well, half a second. You can see where he picked that up. But, it's going to give Silly Shot another small advantage. Here's the penalty line. So Tidders has paid his penalty now. And we've got Brian Moncani, Paul in 4th. We've got Fraser in 6th, and then we've got Farrick in 7th. He'll be coming on to serve his penalty very shortly. Okay, that's really gonna cost him. Through the left, then through the right, and then you've got your penalty zone. Oh, feels like forever, doesn't it? Half a second is bad enough, but blimey, 3. It feels like you're basically going in reverse. It's back up to City Shot then, our leader. See how he's doing. Got himself a decent lead over Tidders. Second position, which Brian Moncani has now got himself up to third with pit stops. So he's chasing down Tidders for all he's worth. And then we've got Paul there still in fourth. Not a million miles behind Brian. So it's not beyond the realms of possibility that Paul could get a podium here. Tiddy Milk then in 5th position. We've got Phaser just behind him. It's a second or so behind him. Oh, look at that. Tiddy Milk was across the grass there. It's going to help Phaser pull up to the back of him. And he's picked up a penalty as well. So that is definitely going to cost him. The penalty zone is, literally just round the corner. Next couple of corners. I think Phaser is going to get him on the straights. Phaser knows that. Just needs to stay right on his bumper. Oh dear, Tiddy Milk gone off again. Now he's going to serve his penalty. He's all over the road there. Back end sliding everywhere. Dirty tyres. So yeah, Tiddy Milk then back into 6th position. And just look at the gap Phaser's got. That's all it takes. One little penalty like that and pretty much ends your race, to be honest. So Phaser then in 5th position. Better result for him. Just needs to keep it nice and clean. No reason why he can't finish in 5th. And then Tiddy Milk in 6th. Mr. Lag, I think we'll call him from now on. Car is all over the place. It's Farrick then, now in 7th position. So Silly Shot then, looking comfortable. Pretty big lead. Not even anybody in sight behind him, so yeah, Silly Shot can just calm it down a little bit. Just make sure he doesn't make any silly mistakes or errors. Got Tidders probably about 5-6 seconds behind. Right, honestly, at this point of the race, it's going to be difficult to make that gap up and make a pass. So Silly Shot then, prime position, take this win. Tidders then, it's got Brian Moncani. Brian Moncani's done really well to catch up. He was several seconds behind, wasn't he? So Tidders then coming towards a chicane. Doesn't need to make any mistakes here. Get himself offline. Brian Moncani is there. Okay, nice and clean for the both of them, I think, there. These guys are really giving it some. You can see the cars. Back ends want to swap around coming up with these corners, so pedal to the metal time, guys. There's Brian there then. Just see Tidders just ahead of him. Then you've got Paul then, still in 4th position after his pit stop. Again, Paul's quite a few seconds behind Brian. Don't know whether there's going to be enough time. I don't think there is. We're on the last lap now. Oh, Silly Shot, just keeping it nice and clean. You can practically smell that checkered flag from here. Here you go. It's coming across the start-finish line. Excellent race 2 win for Silly Shot there. Flash of the lights as well, lovely. Tidders comes home in 2nd, so that's 3rd in the first race and a 2nd for him. Brian Moncani finishes 3rd. Good result for him. Then across the line comes Paul for a decent fourth. And then we go back then to Fazer. Well done, Fazer. Managed to keep hold of fifth. Didn't make any unforced errors in this race, really. Paid dividends. So, yeah, Fazer's coming across the line for fifth position. Then back to Tiddy Milk in sixth. And then we have Farrick then in seventh position, just going to come across the line now for the end of race 2. So there we are, guys. So a different winner for this race, Silly Shot. I hope you enjoyed that. Not quite as exciting, not as much action as race 1, but a little bit of strategy thrown in there, just to make things a little bit more interesting. So yeah, we'll be back again next week for the next round. I hope you can join us then. Thanks very much for watching. All the best. Bye-bye.